We are flooding, taking on water in our rudder room.
On Easter Sunday this year, the factory trawler Alaska Ranger lost control of its rudder and began taking on water in the icy Bering Sea. In its final distress call, they reported 47 crew members abandoning ship. Aboard the Coast Guard cutter Monroe, 130 miles to the northeast, the H-65 Dolphin helicopter crew prepared for a dangerous rescue operation.
The weather on scene was 18 to 20 foot seas, 26 knots of wind, with intermittent snow showers. 1 minute you'd have 5 miles visibility, and next you know it, it's pretty much down to zero with the blowing snow.
As the cutter Monroe made its way to the Alaska Ranger at best speed, the H-65 crew assessed the situation, carefully balancing their safety against the survival of Alaska Ranger crew members. The air crew prepared the aircraft to launch into the darkness. The pilot skillfully timed his takeoff with the pitching of the ship. Safely away, the H-65 raced to the scene. The crew came upon flashing strobe lights spread out over a mile in the waves, each representing a mariner in distress. Relentless in their efforts, the H-65 aircrew teamed with the MH-60 Jayhawk helicopter already on scene to conduct the most daring maritime rescue in recent history.
We got on scene and put me in the water using the basket. I got the first guy, put him in the basket. They'd hoist me back up and they'd leave me in the basket outside the cabin at the rail, and we'd slide 100 yards or so over to the next guy, and we got the first 3 guys in there that way.
From being in the frigid waters so long, many of the survivors were extremely hypothermic and unresponsive, making the rescue operation even more difficult.
At one point, I think we had 3 survivors in the helicopter, and I remember Piaz Musgrave saying to me, he's like, "Hey, sir, we have room for one more." And I kind of looked back at him. I said, just stack them up. We have to get them out of the water because they weren't going to make it.
We see there's 4 guys, linked arms, sitting there in the water, and the helicopter was getting kind of low on fuel and pretty full. We were pretty near our max weight limit. It's a small helicopter. And we figured, well, we got to do something for these guys. And so as an aircrew, we make the decision to leave me on scene with a raft. And without me, they can take one more guy, and then I can help those guys get into the raft so they can live long enough for whatever ship or helicopter is going to come back next.
Through the long hours battling the severe winter weather of the Bering Sea that night, the H-65 crew pushed themselves and their aircraft to their limits, sacrificing their own safety to save 8 lives.
It reaffirms the training that we go through and why we do stuff the way we do it.